And joining us now is Sheila Hodges, the CEO and editor of Black Catholic Messenger. You just got that role. Sheila, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Well, any friend of scholars is a friend of ours. So, so you can be on anytime you want. But first,
Uh,
let's start with this. For viewers who may not be familiar with the Black Catholic Messenger, can you tell us what that is and what your role is in it?
Yeah, so the Black Catholic Messenger, it was founded about 6 years ago by Nate Tenor Williams. And basically, the idea for the publication is that it's an intentional space where we can amplify the voices of Black Catholics. Because unfortunately, within the church, we only make up about like 3 to 4% of the Catholic population here within the US. And so this is like an intentional space to make sure that our stories are represented. And yeah, 2 weeks ago, I stepped into the role of being the new CEO and editor. And so a lot of that is just like controlling our editorial content, but then also just creating a more sustainable vision for the organization.
So you're the CEO. How have the first few weeks been?
They have been very busy, but so exciting. Some of my like first initiatives with the position was to meet with as many of the writers and all the board members as possible, and so that's been deeply life giving of just hearing their ideas for the publication. And then, of course, as you might know, a lot of it has just been very administrative of creating a strategic plan and doing a lot of work behind the scenes.
And has anything surprised you in these 2 weeks, or has anything really encouraged you in these few weeks that you've been the CEO?
Yeah, no, I would say going into the position, of course, I was very excited. In many ways, it was an answered prayer. But of course, it was very daunting. But I think what has been so deeply surprising has been seeing how God has prepared me for this position in little ways of like past internship opportunities or just like past projects I worked on, just seeing how those skills that I gained from those are completely applicable to what I'm doing now. I think that has been just like the biggest consoling gift I've received so far.
And as a young leader in Catholic media, what drew you to this work? I know you went to the Harvard Divinity School, so that probably
Mhm.
is a bit of a draw. But what are some things that drew you to it?
Yeah, so ever since I was young, I knew that I wanted to work in news or journalism. Like in the third grade, I was part of the news crew. But then from there, I went to the University of Pennsylvania where I studied. I received a degree in honors communications, and while I was there, I was really just discerning where, in particularly, I felt called within the media space, and kind of something that came up just through a lot of my internships was this desire to specifically work within Catholic media. But then I think from that, God purified it to working within Black Catholic media. And so then that kind of led me to Divinity School of Harvard Divinity School in particular. It's a place where I can learn about my own Catholic faith, but also other faiths, which kind of lends itself well to like evangelization. And so I'd say both of those career points have kind of just exploded into the Black Catholic Messenger.
Well, I know right off the bat that Rick Mosey will be thrilled. He works here at Catholic TV. He went to UPenn. He went to Wharton. So,
Oh, no
yeah,
way!
so
Okay, a fellow Quaker alumni.
yeah, he's going to love that you're on. So, the Black Catholic Messenger has an upcoming webinar. It's a kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about the event, and what are some of the conversations that are going to go on during the webinar that are important to the Catholic Church?
Yeah, so there is an important event, like you said, coming up. It's called the Future of Black Catholic Media. What's next? I figured it would be a great way to kick off this new era. In general, the conversation is just going to be about how can Catholic media best serve the Black Catholic community, but also just the church as a whole. And so we have a phenomenal lineup of panelists, as you all know, Scola. She's one of our panelists. We also have Sister Josephine Garrett, who's a phenomenal Catholic speaker and author and podcast host. We have Father Josh Johnson, who's done a lot of work with Ascension Press. And then we have the former editor and CEO, Nate Tenor Williams. And yeah, I would totally invite everyone to attend. I think this conversation is just going to be very insightful of first off, just the gift that is the Black Catholic Messenger for the Black community, but then as the church as a whole. But I also think it really invites people into this conversation as we begin thinking about the future of BCM and Black Catholic media in general.
Sheila, where can people learn more about the webinar?
Yeah, so on our website, you can go to www.blackcatholicmessenger.org. It's one of the articles there. Yeah, and then also if you go on our social media, we definitely have some posts there as well.
And is there anything that you as CEO are looking forward to in the future with the Black Catholic Messenger?
I would say, I mean, beyond just like expanding and organizing our content a bit more, I would say I'm most excited about the collaboration opportunities. I mean, already we have a great partnership with the National Catholic Reporter and them kind of sharing our stories. But I think, like, in addition to making sure that there's an intentional space where Black Catholic stories are represented, I think it's, of course, important that these stories are shared with the wider Catholic Church. And so I'm really looking forward to building more partnerships like those that we have with the Black Catholic Report, I mean, the National Catholic Reporter.
And can people support your work? Is there any way they can support it?
Of course, we would love for you to support. So on our website, if you go to donate, you can donate there. But also, we have a tiered list of tiered subscription model for people as well. If you want to have a recurring donation to the publication.
Well, Sheila, this has been a pleasure. We'll have to have you on again, and you have another collaborator now, Catholic TV. So
Yay, that's awesome.
you have a wonderful day. Best of luck with the seminar, and
Thank you.
congratulations on being named CEO and editor of the Black Catholic Messenger.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure talking to you all.
Thank you.